The first Saturday in July. 2 precious minutes. 4.25 million rand. Saturday, the 7th of July. Whose time is it? The Vodacom Durban July, Africa's greatest horse racing event.
And a warm welcome to all of our teletrack viewers around the country to Gravel Racecourse, the Theatre of Champions, for the unveiling of the final field for the 2018 Vodacom Durban July, to be run at Gravel Racecourse on Saturday, the 7th of July. It is almost time to reveal those names, but before we get to that, let's share our magnificent betting menu that's available on this very special race day. Race 1, we have a quartet maxi pool carryover of 100,000 rands, and we're expecting that pool to reach $1 million. Race 2 will be the first leg of the first bipot. We have a carryover of 80,000 rands, and that pool is likely to reach $1 million rands. Race 3, the first leg of the PA, we're expecting the place accumulator pool to be 3.2 million rands or more. And then, of course, on to race 4, which is the first leg of our mega pool pick 6. A carryover of 3 million rands, a guaranteed pool of 11 million rands, but we're expecting it to finish up at between 13 and 14 million rands. Race 5, the first leg of our first jackpot, and we're expecting that pool to reach 2.3 million. On to race 7, of course, that's the Vodacom Durban July itself. We have a quartet maxi pool of 1.2 million rand carryover. We're expecting the quartet pool on the Vodacom Durban July to reach 16 million rand plus. Race 7 is also the first leg of the second bipot, and that pool will reach 250,000 or more. Race 9 is the first leg of our second jackpot, and we have 150,000 rand carryover, which will see the pool rocket towards 2 million rands. And then finally on race 12, another quartet maxi pool, a 100,000 rand carryover to close off proceedings on this magnificent day. And the last race quartet is likely to reach 1.1 million rands. Then, of course, just to remind you that on the Vodacom Durban July, there are 6 ways to place a bet. The tote place pool will reach 7 million rands, and we will pay out on the first 6 runners past the post. We expect the win pool to reach 11 million rands, and the great news is that we are commingling on this day with the French PMU. And then, of course, you can bet an all to come into the Vodacom Durban July. The totalized data will open on Monday, the 2nd of July, and all the way through to Friday, the 6th of July. You can have an all to come in with your pick in the 4.25 million rand Vodacom Durban July. And then just to remind you, of course, of that mega pool for the pick 6, guaranteed 11 million. We're expecting 13 million rands or more. The quartet, 16 million rands worth to look forward to. So that's your betting menu for the 2018 Vodacom Durban July, all available on tab. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that many of you have been waiting for. Time to unveil the field for the 2018 running of the Vodacom Durban July. 18 runners plus 2 reserves. And we start off with number 1, Coral Fever. Grade 1 winner of the President's Champions Challenge. Muzi Yeni has been declared to ride. Robbie Sage, the trainer, has 60 kilograms to shoulder. Number 2, Gold Standard. Craig Zaki has been engaged by the Glen Cotson stable. Races in the colours of the Drakenstein stud in partnership with the Kriegor stud of Mr. Hugo Hutting. Number 3, the former Triple Crown winner, Abashiri. It's great to welcome Michael Azzi here today. Pierre Stradham, no stranger to the Vodacom Durban July Winners' Circle, has been engaged to ride Abashiri, who's showing distinct signs of returning to his very best form. Number 4, the ruling favourite, African Night Sky, trained by Justin Snaith for owner Fred Krabbier. No jockey yet declared. Number 5, Elusive Silver, also trained by Justin Snaith. I noticed that Bernard Fay Durban has been engaged to ride. Quite how he's going to get to 56.5 kilograms remains a mystery. Number 6, the Sansui Summer Cup winner Liege from the powerful stable of Sean Tarry. No jockey yet declared. Number 7, the Flying Filly Star Express. Yet another runner from the Justin Snaith stable. Elder De Meyer has been engaged to ride this filly who's running at the top of her game. Number 8 and number 4 for Justin Snaith. The Daisy Guineas winner, Do It Again, who races in the colours of Mr. Bernard Cantor, but owned in partnership by Nick Johnson as well, who's here today, and a special word of welcome to him, not only as an owner, but as a sponsor, of course, of the Johnson's Workwear Garden Province Stakes. Number 9, Majestic Mambo, cracking run in the Daily News, came flying home, but the post came too soon, but only by a neck. Paul Peter, the trainer from the Highveld, no jockey yet declared. Number 10 is Matador Man from the Sean Tarry stable, placed in the Champions Cup last season, and of course no stranger to winning at Gravel Racecourse, the KZN Breeders' Million Mile, amongst his major victories at this track. Number 11, Fiorella, trained by Duncan Howells for owner Dave McLean. Dave McLean, nice to see you here today. You are most welcome, sir. Wonderful win in the Daisy Guineas, and oh so close in the Willavington when just touched off by the champion O Susanna. Number 12 is White River. Both Brett Crawford and Corne Orff are here today to do the business a little later on. We'll see where he draws. White River, saddlecloth number 12. Number 13, Lucky for Some, the Jubilee Handicap runner-up Tilbury Fort, who's a new force to be reckoned with since being gelded. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts before his short-haired defeat in the Jubilee, trained by Sean Tarry, no jockey yet declared. Number 14, and talking about the Jubilee, the winner there, Yak Keen, representing the powerful stable of Mike de Kock. Randall Simons has teamed up with much success for the Mike de Kock Racing Stables. This fast-improving 3-year-old could well be a factor to be reckoned with. The revelation in recent months is number 15. I refer, of course, to Made to Conquer, a winner of 6 of his last 7 starts, including the Lonsdale. Jeff Lloyd has been engaged to ride. He comes back from Australia. This is his swan song. He will be retiring from the saddle at the end of July. Can he crack his first Vodacom Durban July winner? Justin Snaith trains Made to Conquer, racing in the colours of Mr. Nick Johnson. Number 16, the Selangor Cup winner, runner-up in the first 2 legs of the Cape Town Winter Triple. Rocket Countdown represents the winning stable from 2017, the stable of Candice Bass Robinson. No jockey yet declared. 2 to go, ladies and gentlemen. 2 to go. Number 17, Dark Moon Rising, in great form at the moment. Paul Lafferty trains. Warren Kennedy will ride. Number 17, Dark Moon Rising, who was a close second in the Grade 2 World Sports Betting 1900 just the other day. And before we announce the 2 reserve runners, the final berth in the 2018 Vodacom Durban July goes to number 18 is the Oaks winner, Secret Potion, Jeff Woodruff, Marco van Rensburg. She'll be set to carry 52 kilograms and is a 3-year-old filly on the up. Now for our 2 reserve runners. And these will remain in the field and will only come out on Friday next week if there's a scratching before that. Number 19, Pack Leader. First reserve for the Glen Cotson stable, racing in the colours of Kriegel Stud. And number 20, our reserve 2, is Crowd Pleaser from the Janse van Vuren stable. Group 3 placed on a number of occasions, but obviously also won the Vodacom Durban July consolation race last year, the Betting World 2200. So there it is, South Africa, your final field for the 2018 Vodacom Durban July. All has been revealed. The 18 runners plus the 2. Thank you for joining us. We'll catch up with you at 2:05 for the all-important draw for barrier positions.
The first Saturday in July. 2 precious minutes. 4.25 million rand. Saturday, the 7th of July. Whose time is it? The Vodacom Durban July, Africa's greatest horse racing event.